Hey GlamFam, so today I am going to be braiding JJ's hair here. JJ is my son Juju's brother-in-law. We are going to be doing a style that I call Serpentine braiding because it looks like a snake. I'm going to start off by doing a straight-ish braid along the edge here. So I'm just going to go ahead and pin this hair out of the way. You'll notice I also use these small duckbill clips here that grip pretty firmly just to keep his hair out of the way. He's got very soft, fine hair that slides really easily, so I'm going to be using a couple of different things to help out with his hair getting caught in that. Now we're going to use the Grip Glaze by Just For Me because it does actually do quite a bit to add texture and to hold fine hair. Notice I'm just putting a small amount towards the base of it because it is very effective. If you put too much, it adds a little too much texture and it makes braiding difficult, so a little goes a very long way. From there, I'm just going to go ahead and braid basically straight down on this first portion here. So you can kind of see how that's going there. Now, I will say he is very tender-headed, but his scalp and stuff is not changing colors. He's not turning red. He's not wincing. So I wanted you guys to kind of see, like, you don't have to put your foot all over people's heads to get it to be tight. You can just use proper product and proper technique. Now, anytime I get behind the ear, I always have the individual tilt their head forward. This ensures that the skin at the back of the neck is stretched. That way you don't cause any bumps or any pulling, any hair loss later when they tilt their head down. You don't end up with any pulling or tightness or bumps at the base of the neck. From there, we're going to go ahead and make a pretty large section in his head, and you guys can kind of see me removing some flakes from his scalp there. I did go ahead, by the way, and shampoo and condition his hair also with Just For Me's line because his hair is pretty tangled. He's got very tangle prone hair, I should say. And so with that, it helped out to have something that's detangling. And I did go ahead and blow dry it smooth just so it wouldn't be tangling up as we braid. Again, using the Grip Glaze all along that scalp area only. And then from there, just kind of combing it smooth so it doesn't end up looking like too much all over the hair. Now, this style of braiding is a little different, so I'm going to try to explain it to you, and then from there, hopefully you'll be able to kind of catch on. I'll show it to you twice. For some reason, when it goes faster, it's a little easier to kind of see the detail, maybe because you notice a little bit more of the subtleties when they're faster. You'll understand in a minute. So I'm going to start off just kind of braiding a little bit straight, and then from there I want you to notice how I begin changing my body position. So now I'm moving to his right, then I'll go ahead and braid down, and you'll see me gradually change my body position to behind him, and then gradually switch over to his other side. And me moving my body position like this allows me to basically get this braid to follow my movement. So as I'm moving back and forth, the braid begins to move back and forth as well. So this time is a little bit further out, but you can see how I keep changing my position. I'm not just standing straight behind him. And as I move over to his left side, that braid begins to trail along to the left. So this is up close, so you guys can kind of see how this braid is turning out. As I'm moving down to his right side, I braid down, then move behind him. And then from there, I'll go ahead and move along to the other side to braid back up and in that direction. So depending on how noticeable you want these twists and turns to be here is going to depend upon how soon you move from each side of the head to the other. Now, once I get towards the back, the nape area does tend to narrow out. So you'll notice even on these serpentine braids towards the back, I always do them straight once we get to about the occipital bone where the nape begins to narrow out. Again, you'll notice me tell him to tilt his head forward because we want to make sure that skin is fully stretched. So this just helps prevent any type of hair loss, things like that, because you want to make sure you're doing your best to protect whoever's head that you're braiding from any type of hair loss, be it big or small. We still don't want that, not if we can prevent it. From there, we're going to go ahead and do another straight braid, and I have sped it up some. This one, I like to just kind of do a straight and then serpentine design. To me, it gives a little bit more visual appeal. And if you'll notice, I'm bringing the straight braids all the way up to his hairline. The serpentine braids, I come just off the hairline. So that way it allows those serpentine braids to be a little bit more highlighted. And it doesn't make it feel too busy for young boys. I feel like for young women, you can do the serpentine braids all the way through and it looks amazing. On young men, sometimes if you do nothing but serpentine braids, it can be a little bit too busy and give a little bit more of a feminine edge to it, if that makes any sense. I hope so. At any rate, we're just going to go ahead and continue this process. This is sped up, so hopefully you'll notice a bit more of that nuance of me moving back and forth, because it seems like I'm moving constantly while I'm braiding this, because really, you're moving constantly while you do these braids. That being said, we're just gonna go ahead and continue braiding this through here. Once I finish this braid here, I'll go ahead and skip to the end so you can see the finished result and how it looks when the head is complete. I really think that you'll like it, and I honestly think that whatever male or young man whose hair you may be braiding may like it as well. It's honestly a pretty easy technique, doesn't take a long time to do, and it gives a nice visual impact that allows them to stand out. So this is the finished look here. All the braids in the back are straight, and then as you move above the occipital bone, everything from there is where the design begins to kick in. Let me know what you guys think. As always, until next time, take care, God bless, and stay glam.